Hey guys, now is the time. Now is the time to begin clienteling for Christmas. If you look down at the bottom of the notes, it says, we don't want to be sitting around on December 10th asking where everybody is. And if you've been in this business more than a year, you know that between December 1st and December 15th, we're all going around saying, where is everybody? What kind of season are we going to have? Well, the things that you do right now between the moment you hear this message and December 15th are going to be the things that make you either have a great Christmas or a so-so Christmas. And so it's very, very, very important. And what I'm talking about here is really kind of Christmas clienteling or doing super clienteling. That is, begin now making a plan. And I'd prefer it if you shut this off after a few minutes and make your plan and decide you're going to do it every single day. Set your goals every day. It's not hard to do. And if you do it, it's easy to do. And it just takes some commitment, hold each other accountable to it, and you will rock and roll this Christmas. If you don't do it, you might have a great Christmas. You might not. You may have a so-so Christmas. But if you don't do it, you're going to be asking yourself on December 26th or 27th and say, what could we have done better? Or, dang it, I wish we would have planned and had a better action plan. So, it's a real simple thing. Of course, you have your marketing in place. I always prefer that you market all year long instead of just right at Christmas and expect everybody to come in. My philosophy is, why jump into the swimming pool when all the big fat guys are in the pool, right? Your K Jewelers, your Jareds, etc. So that's a whole marketing discussion. Watch the super marketing videos that I have much earlier in this series. But right now, here's what I would do. I would be making a list. Now that list could be whatever list you want it to be, whether it's your VIP customers, your top percentage of business customers, customers who have purchased bridal within the last year. They always make good Christmas customers. Customers who've bought last Christmas. Perhaps people whose anniversaries or birthdays are in December. Persons who've had repairs done in the last year. And then finally, you can choose and make it really list. I don't care what list it is, as long as it's a list. Things that you've individually sold, customers you've individually sold to in the last year. So you get that list, whether it's a store-wide list and we're all checking it off and highlighting it and working on it, or it's just an individual list that you each get. However you determine you're going to do that, just make a plan to do it. Next, let that list jog your brain, meaning you can be creative with that. If Tanya and Mark celebrated a special anniversary, or maybe they couldn't buy a ring because of finances, and maybe, what I'm getting at is, let the list jog your brain and don't necessarily get real objective about your plan for everything. Be flexible and allow yourself some flexibility to contact them a certain way or contact them with a different message, okay? Then have a plan for your special events. Now, a lot of you are still having ladies' nights, men's nights, Got a little tickle in my throat. Whether it's VIP nights or open houses or whatever you may have, a lot of you are planning that between right now and December 15th. So have a good plan going into that. I always like to have a wish list, and it's a sheet of paper folded in half with all of their information up on the top. I'm not a very good folder, am I? And it's your typical wish list with the information that you want to gather, including email address, and then just a bunch of lines for them to fill out wish lists, fill out wish list items. Now, if you're having an event, chances are you're going to be too busy at that event to fill that out for them. So hand it to them and say, here you go, fill it out. There's going to be a drawing at the end of the night, or there's going to be a drawing on December 20th or 24th for whoever has their list filled out and has their list submitted. So, and then of course have a place for those to be collected. But the thinking is, if we individually have to fill these out, that's okay. I would do that if there's no other people in the store. But if your store is cram-packed, give them that list to fill out. Then get that list, make a plan for that list, okay? Have customers fill them out, and then call customers afterwards. Make a plan for how you're going to contact those customers. I don't want to pigeonhole you into an idea, but if it were up to me and I was sitting there with you, I would say, okay, for our ladies' night, we've got 55 wish lists. We divvy them up among the staff, or we divvy them up among who works with those people. However you want to do it, make sure everybody gets some lists to follow up with, and then follow up with according to how the wish list says to follow up. If they don't have an email address, you're going to have to write them a letter or make a phone call. So have the customers fill them out, call customers, and have them come and fill it out. Now, here's the other thing. Whether you're going to have an event or not, you can call your first people on the list that you got, okay? So let's attack that list with phone calls by, just saying, hey, come on in, Christmas is coming up, and I know Tom's going to be coming in on December 23rd, and we're going to be busy and tired. I would rather know exactly what you want. So you know what? I've got some really nice tea here that you're going to really enjoy. It's organic, and it's got some mulled spices in it. So you're absolutely going to love it. So come on down. Let's spend a little time together between now and December 15th, because you're going to have some quiet time. So make those appointments. And then, those are really easy, breezy, fun phone calls. And so the phone call or email or written invite, whatever you do, is totally going to depend upon the situation of that customer buying. So, number one, make a list. Number two, have fun with that list and be flexible with that list. By all means, do not send a bulk rate or a bulk mailing to those people. You will have very, very, very low turnout and success with that. Make a plan for each one of you to make phone calls and contacts with those lists, whether it's the list that you're printing out right now today, or it's the lists that are created from your special events, or both, okay? So the idea here, the whole idea is, how can we fill our jewelry store with bodies between now and December 15th, so that from December 15th to the 25th, we're just rocking and rolling and not walking around the store with Mark saying, what does Judy want? And trying to figure that out. Because it's almost like we're a busy restaurant and we got to turn and burn those tables with love, right? We got to treat those customers with love and respect. But we're going to maximize our opportunities by getting busy now and making the best use of our next few weeks. So make a plan, set a goal to make a certain number of contacts per day. Here's the other thing that I'm always stressing. We are in retail, and retail is controlled chaos. So you're not going to make 30 contacts in a day. That's crazy, ridiculous. Don't even think about it. But if you set a goal that each day I'm going to get a hold of 5 people, I'm going to make 5 phone calls, I'm going to do 5 emails or whatever, whatever's, works for that moment, that customer. Don't be sitting around on December 10th asking where everybody is. You determine right now where everybody is on December 10th, okay? So the next page, your notes page, is your plan page. Turn me off right now. Have a discussion about how are we going to fill the store with easy breezy, fun, warm phone calls between now and December 15th. After December 15th, your goal is to open up the door and not be sick. All right? Because it's just going to be taking orders and selling jewelry. So anyhow, make your plan right now And I'm gonna go finish my hot tea and maybe snuggle up with my new Christmas sweater. All right, see you later.